What's going on, everyone? This is Old School Cards. It is Monday night, and typically I don't do a Monday night video, or I don't upload a lot of these type of videos during the week, but I did get something pretty cool in the mail today, and I want to share it with y'all. So, without further ado, let's crack into this thing and see what all we got here. So I bought this off eBay. And, oh, are we taped on the sides? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. So I bought this on eBay. And it is a nice big, we are taped on the sides, sorry. I did not think we were taped on the sides, but we are taped on the sides. Okay, here we go. Cut, 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 cut. There we go. All right. Now, this was a nice big lot of, I think, close to 700 cards of 1976 Topps. So I wanted to open it up. As you can tell, I haven't opened it yet, and go through it and see what all we got. See if we got anything cool, what kind of condition they're in. So, and they're kind of, we got some that's got some creases in them. Cliff Johnson, Rick Monday got a crease. Don't remember exactly how much I paid for these. I want to say I paid like, it was less than 50. I want to say it was around like 40 bucks total. Lyman Bostock, so that is his rookie card. I actually have this card already. If you haven't, there is a really good documentary. Well, it's not really, well, I guess it's a documentary. It's a podcast documentary that they've done on Lyman Bostock. Now, this isn't a very well cut card. My card is a little bit better. If I can find it really quick. It's right here by me, in fact. So there's the one I already have, which is in a lot better shape, better cut. So if you don't know the story of Lyman Bostock, he is the only player in MLB history to be murdered during the season. And the guy that did it went free. Rick Dempsey, Joe Niekro, Rick Manning, Mickey Scott, and we get the Cubs team card that is in really bad shape. But if you go, I don't know if it's a Sirius XM podcast or you can just get it on any podcast. I'm not really sure. But if you go and check it out, it's worth it. I've listened to the first couple of episodes. I think all of them have dropped now. I'm not really sure. But I have listened to the first few, and it's pretty good. And it's worth a listen and to understand his story even more. I mean, we're talking about a guy that, Kurt Bevelak was there. We're talking about a guy that, donated most of his salary to charity, to his town. And I think that's pretty cool. And obviously you don't see a lot of guys do that right now. And these guys didn't make that much money back then. It was pennies on the dollar compared to what they make now. So we get there's a couple duplicates in here. I want to say it was like 700 cards total. And the guy did say there was some duplicates. So I don't really expect to hit anything too crazy in here. Really well cut one there. Bunch of Yankees, George Scott. I think they're mainly going to be commons. Bunch of Ron Reeds. Tony Olivia that's really beat up. But I think these are pretty cool. I mean, for what I paid, it was like 40 bucks shipped. So this might be a set in the future that we talk about and me trying to finish collecting. Right now, we're still doing our 1968 set, which I have another small lot that came in that I need to unbox and show you guys. But this came in today, and I thought, you know what? Let's go ahead and do this because these are pretty cool cards. These old 76. Wayne Garrett was in there. Roy White. Jim Sundberg. Okay. John Hale. I'm not sure If that is, no, that would be 3rd year, Sundberg. So, Frank Duffy, Grant Jackson, Dave Hamilton. So there's a Dave Lopez consecutive steals. And we're going through them here. Rick Burleson, a couple of him. So, a bunch of cards to go through here. But, you know, Tippy Martinez, Barry Foote. We're getting some doubles in there. These are mainly commons. There's a Ray Burris, Dave Chalk. You know, like I said, I wasn't expecting a whole lot out of this. Champ Summers, that's a great name. There is the California Angels. But I mainly bought these to start to build this set eventually when I get around to it. A lot of these are just regular commons. We haven't seen too many crazy cards yet, which, like I said, I didn't really expect. You know, I didn't expect a bunch of Hall of Famers in here. Larry Bowa. But, hey, you never know. We might get lucky. So when I bought this, you know, it just basically says 600 card lot of top 76. Doesn't really tell you all what's in here, so you kind of got to, it's a gamble. Bunch of Phil Roof. Bevilacqua again. Ricky Rhoden. John Mayberry. Tom Griffin, Jim Brewer, Mike Marshall, bunch of Mike Marshall. Cleveland Indians in there, Rudy May. So it'll be interesting. When I put these in a binder, oh, that's a great one there. Look at that cut. Wow. Slab that guy up. I put these in a binder exactly how many, you know, cards are here in terms of single cards. There's another great PSA 10. Because we are starting to see a lot more duplicates now that we're getting in the middle of the box here. Ron Reed, seen that one before. Bill Sharp. So, I mean, all in all, we may only have maybe 200 or 300 different players. So that's only about half the set. There's a Sandy Alomar. Which, that kind of sucks if that's going to be the case, but Bruce Bochy. But we'll see. We'll have to put them all into a binder and check and see how many we have of different players, how close we are to finishing the set. Probably going to have to go out and hunt most of the Hall of Famers and rookie cards out of here that are worth anything. Johnny Briggs. Steve Stone, was Cubs broadcaster at one time with Harry Carey and Chip Caray. George Scott, the Yankees card. There's Dale Murphy, or excuse me, Dale Murray. Got excited there for a second. Buddy Bell, Rick Russell, Dave Collins, Bobby Valentine, Wilbur Wood, great name, Bud Wood. Dick Pole, another great name. Dennis Leonard, Bud Harrelson, Randy Hundley. We're getting close to the end here. Frank White. I feel like we're here towards the end. We've seen a lot more Ray Fosse. We've seen a little bit more different cards here towards the end. I feel like half the box in the front end was pretty much like maybe the same 40 or 50 players, just repeated. Brewers card, Fred Norman, Bob Sheldon. So we're getting close here to the end. Bill Plummer. Great name for a baseball player. Another Bruce Bochy, Doyle Alexander, Bill Madlock. That's another one there. I remember seeing him earlier. Al Cohens, John Odom, Reggie Smith, Wayne Garrett, Jim York, Roy White. There's another Jim Sundberg. So, and then of course, when we open our repacked wax, you know, we've gotten a lot of 76 commons through the repack wax packs that will add to this set. But honestly, probably the ones I've gotten out of that box so far are probably in here. Rick Manning, Mickey Scott, Roy Howe. Another great PSA 10 cut. Bill Campbell, Enzo Hernandez. Do our last little stack here. And I feel like, for what it's worth, probably not the best purchase. But like I said, a lot of it's going to be when we get into putting these in the binder and figuring out how many different cards we actually have compared to how many we need to finish the set off, things like that. Then we'll kind of get a better idea of how well this turned out. But I mean, that's our last card there, Pat Dobson. So, I mean, as it stands now, I don't think that the bang for the buck was probably the best. I think it probably could have been a little bit better. There were a lot more repeats in there than what I was expecting. I was expecting a little bit more of a fuller set with minimal repeats, but I feel like a lot of these cards, I got, you know, the same card 4, 5, 6 times, 7 times in some cases. So that kind of sucks. But, you know, $40, you take a gamble. The cards themselves, I mean, they're not in the best of shape. They probably be down around, you know, good to VG at best. I didn't really see too many in there that were near mint or anything like that. But, hey, you know, it's fun opening that up. 1976 Topps. It's cool to see the design. Well, of course, you know, it's pretty iconic design for the 70s. And it's kind of cool to have them in the collection. And we'll go through them and see how many cards we have that are different compared to the binder. And I'll update y'all on that. So I appreciate y'all watching, and have a good Monday evening.